Hello, hello. How is everyone today, whatever this is? Oh, look, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do it wrong having the start of the show. Hey, Heather, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing better than you are.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, I guess so. So, yeah. All righty. I love it. This is I had this idea and I'm just so excited that we decided to go through with it. As usual, though, let's just put up here real quick. Where are you from? Country, city, state. Be sure to put that in the comments because we like to bring up every comment we can. And then there we go. Jolin. There you go, from Low Country.
So we've got Jolin in the audience, but we've also got Jolin in here with us going to join us. So hang tight, everybody. We've got a full house, so this is going to be fun. Roz
Good day.
Is here. Good there day. You know what is it? I don't know. I never know what time it is, but
yeah, I can go look it up. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.
We have Geeks on Tour from Florida.
8:35 a.m. Just so you know.
All right, good. So it's not too ridiculous. I like that.
Right.
All right. Geeks on Tour is here from Florida.
And awesome. 81 degrees. We have to put the temperature now too? I guess I need to add that to my
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
It's in the 30s and foggy here in Hudson Valley. I guess I guess we are. We're adding the weather to it as well. So
I guess so. There you go.
We got more people joining us. Welcome everybody who's in the backstage right now. Thank you for joining, and we'll be going over all this here in a second. We're just saying hello to everybody out there.
Yes.
Hi. Oh, we got Mike.
There's Mike. Hey, Mike. What's up, buddy? Excellent.
Glad you're here, Mike. Roz says, "Yep, it's 8:35 a.m. It's tomorrow. It's already tomorrow.
It's already tomorrow.
I love it when we visit the future. I love it. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing today?
We asked our community members, we sat back and said, you know what? We do daily tips every day. And I said to them, so what a way to recap the year. If we could find out what is your favorite community tip that you had and just explain, and you can have more than one. We just wanted to bring some of the community on so let you get to know them if you didn't already know them, because a lot of times you see them out there in the comments, but you don't get to see the person. So this is kind of cool to bring community members in. We're going to bring them up. They're going to come in and tell some of their favorites. But before we do that, let me go ahead and I'm going to bring on I'm going to go ahead and bring up this is what the daily tips on our website looks like. This is where they can go back and look at those daily tips whenever they want. So they get a page. I always have the past week's tips up there. So you always have the last 4 tips that I did. You can see those that we did, you can just kind of see we did one on Stream Deck, one on Pixelbook, one on Google Keep, and one on iPhone. So we got all kinds of different and a variety we do all the time. So like Zoom and Chrome, I can scroll down. You can see all these. There's quite a few. YouTube, Windows. It doesn't necessarily have to be one thing. I know people say, oh, dude, you're a Google guy, but it doesn't always have to be Google.
Hey, as a matter of fact, you bought an iPhone and an Apple Watch just to prove that point that you'll be doing tips on those. You've even done a few tips on those. So.
Just want to, change up and just not only that, but learn more about other things. OBS is a big one. A lot of people ask me, hey, how do you use OBS? That's some really cool tips in there too for that kind of stuff when I do my live streaming. Go ahead.
And most of these are under 5 minutes. I mean, some are about 10 minutes, but most are under 5 minutes. And it's really, truly just a quick tip. It's very, very cool. One thing that I do want to say is that they're not dated. They're just numbered. They're not dated. So I could not go back and find which one I liked the most this year because I wanted to cheat because, I don't come to every single one of them. So
hold on. I got to put that up.
Of course you do.
Oh, Australian. Wow. Awesome. Look at that. Awesome. I love it.
That's
I love the way you guys do dates over there.
I know. That's what I was just going to say that. Wow. Look at that.
That's awesome. How awesome is that? Thank you so much.
What is 30 degrees Celsius? Because, that's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. She's so good to me because she'd put it in Fahrenheit so I wouldn't have to ask, but I did anyway. Right.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks. What a way to end of the year there. But yeah, so there's a variety of these daily tips that we do. And so I thought, hey, why not bring our community members, let people see who the community members are. And also, why not just bring them on and tell us what one of your favorite was and why and that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on that. You want to do that, Heather?
Yeah, so we're going to have Jalin join us. So welcome, Jalin.
Nice. Hey, Jalin.
I love this, having our community members join us in the stream. I love this. So welcome, Jalin. Oh, we can't hear you, hon.
Oh, yeah, for whatever reason.
Just the mute button.
There we go.
There we go. I had muted so I didn't mistakenly blurt something out.
Understood.
So, but I'm, let's see if I can figure out where I'm looking. I don't know. This is weird. I've got all three. I've got the YouTube chat open window. I've got the YouTube window open. I've got the StreamYard window open. I am so thrilled to be a member of this community.
Awesome.
I learned about you from Chris and Jim Gould on March 15th. And when the computer club, where I volunteer and have for 30 years, helping our members with whatever issues they have, I immediately used Zoom and have worked with your help and Chris and Jim's help and everybody else's help. We've kept in touch with our members throughout the whole year and throughout the whole 2 years. My favorite tip, Michael Daniels.
All right, here we go.
Number 383. Quick Assist, Windows 10 Quick Assist.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You talk about this quite often, too.
Well, because I have a team viewer. I used it myself for me. There are some others that we could use. Zoom, I played with a little bit, but it really wasn't quite as streamlined. Quick Assist is so simple, Windows to Windows for me, and that's my focus at the computer club.
That's awesome.
And I use it almost weekly. So
that is fantastic. That's fantastic. Great. I'm glad you brought that one up, because I know you always do. There's been many a times, even throughout the year, you'll bring that one up, and I thought that might be yours. Yeah, exactly.
It works.
And for what you do, for what I do. Yeah.
It's perfect for what I
do. Helping out your community members.
Not just the members who live here locally, that I could, especially during shutdown when we couldn't talk to each other. For those that don't know, Quick Assist is a remote support tool provided by Windows and Windows accessories. And it's brilliant, and it works, and it's simple, and you're in and you do your work. You can help them. They can watch or do it, and you can tell them how to do it. It has saved my butt.
Well, don't give them all the tricks away, because then they won't join the community to learn about it.
Yeah, they will, because
I'm just kidding.
Because there is true joy in this community when we can log on every day. We can learn from each other. I mean, it's not only what I've learned from you guys, it's what I've been able to contribute. It's
absolutely.
Both of you are just terrific. And I have learned a lot.
That's awesome. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the kind words.
I will bow to the next member.
Thanks, Jalin, for being here. Appreciate your tips
too. 100%. Yep, absolutely. And community members, if you can't get in for whatever reason, the panel's full. So if you're out there trying to come in, it's probably saying, hey, you're not allowed to come in yet. Just be patient. We'll like Jalin, we'll let you drop off for a while, for a little bit, and then we'll come back.
Whatever works for you guys.
Sorry, the dogs are just going crazy. Heather, who do we have next?
That's all right. All right, so we're going to have Ron Brown next. So thank you, Jalin. Bye. We're going to have Ron join us now, I think. Yes, there he is.
There we go, Ron.
Oh.
Make sure.
Nope,
not yet. Not yet.
That's all right. We didn't get a chance to do any testing with sound before we got started.
That's true. So. We didn't. That's not fair. So it's not fair to everybody, but at least we got people to come on. So that's the biggest thing. Nope, not yet.
There we go.
Keep trying. There it is. There it is, Ron.
I was experimenting.
Awesome.
I was experimenting. Michael gave me some ideas the other day, and I was playing around with some new mics. So it's Michael, you're always giving me new ideas. So thank you so much.
I love it.
Absolute pleasure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Gee, the sync's way off, eh?
Could be.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, Michael, I just wanted to wish you and Heather the best for the new year. On behalf of Tech for Senior, you know, I also have a show that we run twice a week, and I want to just, on behalf of all our staff at Tech for Senior, I want to thank you for all the work that you do and coming on our show. I know, Heather, both of you have been on our shows, and thank you so much for doing that. And I wanted to wish you both the best for the new year, and I certainly will be around for all your tips that you do every day. It's sort of part of my regular routine now, so it's great. Now the tips are interesting, and I did go back, and my favorite tip is, Michael, it's tip 672. Now, do you know
what is the topic of 672, Ron? I'm very interested to hear.
You told me you knew them all, so tell me what 672 is.
No, Ron. I want to hear you tell the folks which one 672 is.
All right, 672 is the iPhone FaceTime, where you now can use FaceTime on an Android phone, which is really significant. That is a big deal because FaceTime is, of course, popular around the world, but of course it is only Apple. So the fact that you can now do you can now have this, you can now FaceTime on Android. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. And so it's pretty interesting. So that was a great tip. That's my favorite tip. Well, I probably have other tips, but I can't find them. I couldn't go back like Heather. I couldn't go back.
Hey.
Someone that does spreadsheets as well as you do, how come they're not all in order? Why don't you number them all and put the numbers all in order? They're not even numbered in order, so I couldn't find them. But anyway, that's my best. But that is probably the best one this year. I really thought that was a great. I had no idea that you could do that either.
Yep, and they had just come out with it too. I mean, right when I that was one of the big reasons why I actually bought the iPhone 2 is because I have grandkids and everything, and and now I found out right away that they have that option.
I told you the story about my kids.
Yes,
Apple, right. One lives in China and the other lives in Australia, and they made me buy an iPad. I said I got technology in boxes I haven't even opened. I said I don't need another computer, and they said, no, Dad, if you want to talk to us, you got to get an iPad. So I got one, and that's the only thing I use it for. So anyway, it's all right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ron. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks for popping in and being a part of our final show for the year. We appreciate 100%. You.
All right.
Thank you, sir. All right. Who we got next, Heather?
Okay, so next is Richard. Richard, are you going to show us your screen? I wonder
video?
If he's going to show video, or is just going to come in. We'll see.
Show us, all right, we'll see. Right. Oops.
Sorry, we're both doing it.
That's all right.
Hi, Richard. Welcome.
All right.
Well, hi. I don't know how I can change anything.
Okay.
That's all right.
So,
we can just make it all. Yeah, talk about your tip.
My favorite tip is, and I don't remember the number of it, but it was the one that Michael did where you can shorten titles of pages you go to. Like, for example, instead of typing out Facebook to go to it, I can just put FB and it goes to it.
Oh,
that was my favorite.
That was a Chrome tip. Yep. That was a Chrome tip.
I use that to shorten everything I go to.
So you're just walking around, you're just typing in every single URL is just a couple of letters. That's it.
As short as I can make it. Like
as
Facebook, I have it as well. I have Facebook as my face, but my YouTube is MYYT, which is my YouTube. Basically.
There you go.
Awesome.
I love those. He doesn't. Michael and you guys do a lot of nice tips, but the newer ones, I don't have the stuff, so they're not really of value to me at this point.
Right.
Because I don't do live. I mean, I do live streams with the kids, and then Ron showed me that one with the TV where you can put a camera on top of your TV and use it to live stream.
Yep.
family or friends or whoever. And that thing is awesome. I love that.
Isn't that awesome how we all help each other out with different things too? That's one thing that I really like about the community as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we get a chance to just kind of show each other. So awesome. That was excellent, Richard. Thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate it.
Well, no problem at all, monsieur.
And thank you for being a part of the final show. I'm so glad to see you sort of
100%.
VR.
That's right. That's right.
I was going to say that I've known you guys since Rocket was a pup. And he's black.
All right, there you go.
That's one of your pups.
That's one of my pups.
One of your puppies. There you go. That's awesome.
He's not a puppy now. I have to go to hot dog for that one.
That's because we've been friends a long time, Richard. That's why.
That's it, since before even Google Plus.
There you go. All right, thank you,
Take
Richard.
care, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you, and have a good time and enjoy it all, and enjoy being in the group and everything else.
All right.
This is so much fun.
It is fun. It's awesome recognizing some of these people too.
I love that we get to have them one at a time too, because that's, you get to actually hear the person and interact with them. So this is really fun. So the next one that we have.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me who.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. But
No. I was just going to say, I love the fact that, we always see their icons and stuff and putting comments out there. Now we get to see the person behind the screen. Behind the avatar.
Exactly. So I was trying to find, let's see. Okay. So Zara is joining us, and she's from Beaverton, Oregon. She put it in the private chat instead of putting it up out in the outside chat. So hello,
there we
Zara.
Go. Look at there.
Hi.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's very cold here. We've been in the 30s and 20s this week.
Oof.
Get a sweater on.
Yeah. So what is my favorite community tip? Well, first of all, be in the community, because you may be like me and unable to join a lot of the tips as they are live, but every Sunday, Michael lists the tips for the week, and you can go back and check them and interact. Here's the other thing about the community is that just what Richard was saying is we learn from each other. So in the group, Michael may introduce a tip, and then somebody else may even take it a step further because they are very familiar with that certain procedure or whatever it is. So it's the group. I've known Michael and Heather since Google Plus, like 2013 or something. So it's been a few years. Anyway, it's so much fun to be here. And thank you. Thank you for everything that you guys do. I'm just not a live participant frequently, but boy, I'm so glad to be in the group.
It's nice to have the opportunity though, right? I mean, it's there. If you can join, you've got a calendar that tells you when the tips are, so you can join if you can.
Yes, because it's always on my calendar. And it's another thing you can't forget, because part of being in the group is you can bring the calendar into your own Google Calendar.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
It's how groups should work. Not all of
them. Love it.
As well.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you. So we want to know, what's your favorite tip?
Did you have one, or was it just everything?
It was basically just everything. I think.
Thank you, Mark. I'm sorry. I had to put that up. I always have to do that whenever
they come up. I have to say that Mark was one of the very first people that connected with me on Google Plus.
Oh, wow.
When I first joined Google Plus.
In the day.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Very first people. No, I don't have a specific tip. A lot of the things that you talk about are I'm kind of Mac oriented. So a lot of things you talk about are not my actual physical equipment.
Right.
But I like learning about going live. I just started going live on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago, and
wow,
having fun with that. And anyway, it's a fabulous group. Tinkering with Tech. There it is.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you, Zara. I really appreciate you being here, and so glad that you took the time to be with us today.
Oh yeah, thanks for the invite.
100%. Thank you. All right.
All right.
We will head on to our next person. This is awesome. It might take a little bit longer tonight, but you know what? I want to get people on, and I think
that's
it's
okay because
important to
we're having
people.
folks join as well.
Absolutely.
So we've got a new guest who just joined. I'm going to be typing a message to her in a minute. So thank you very much, Zara. And our next guest is Jim. So let's bring Jim up.
Awesome. Fantastic. There he is.
Hey, can you hear me?
What's up, man? Yes.
All right.
Yes, we can.
Happy New
How are you,
Year.
sir?
Oh, look
Doing
at this,
great.
Mr. Fancy. Look at Mr. Fancy.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing the kind of thing that I've learned here in the community. Just so much richness and so much content that you guys put out. And a couple of things, it wouldn't, if it weren't for you, well, maybe, but you turned us on to StreamYard. That was big.
Mm-hmm.
Chris really liked the Amazon store shortcut you gave her. She uses that.
And hold on, I gotta put this up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard, thank you.
Oh, wow,
you,
Richard. Thank you,
awesome.
Richard.
He did it Australian. He did the Australian date too.
He did an Australian date for sure. The day and the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Richard, thank you so much. I appreciate that kind of.
For
but anyway, Jim, go ahead. I'm sorry.
2022, that's
Yeah.
But anyway, 245, cast your desktop to devices. That was a good tip.
Yeah.
And 418, adding groups and tabs and things like that. So yeah, I'm just really happy to be part of this community. And there's a lot of crossover between our communities, a lot of good information. So we just love it, and Happy New Year.
I gotta say, I gotta say, it's really cool to have you and Chris on because you both have a community as well that you serve, and so we learn a lot from the community that you serve and how you serve them, and then we are very simpatico. Is that proper?
I think that's a good word. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a competition. It flows well together. It's so nice. I just love it. It's true community, and it's great. You guys are a good example of that. So thank you very much.
It's so much fun too, but to have you guys on the show, because you bring your people over and we're all learning photos together. That's one of the things that you guys do extremely well. I recommend go over and check out Geeks on Tour as well too. So yes, thank you, Jim. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Too. All right.
Wow, this is so cool. All right, so our next guest is Dave, and I was looking for where Dave said he was from. But there it is, Rock Falls, Illinois. Hi, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can.
Got it right this time. The only thing I got wrong is my headrest keeps coming in and out. I don't.
That's okay.
Good.
We'll call it the ghost of the living room, and everybody's living room looks the same anymore. It's kind of cool.
Well, I didn't do my prep work and get StreamYard virtual background. I've got everything in Zoom and
love it.
So
yeah, we threw you a curveball this time. So
that's right.
Thanks for playing along. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. And it looks like I'm in a fog somewhere. I don't know what happened. I must have got some on my lens.
Clean off the lens there a little bit.
I moved my office the other week, and so I'm still recovering from that. Anyway, my favorite tip is when you were talking about the EpiPen, and I'm now using that in when I modify my videos and using it to point out things and put balloons on and all that good stuff. So
that's a super cool tip. Super
cool.
That
is a cool tip.
I don't remember the number.
That's all right.
That's okay. You can just, if anybody does want to know what the numbers are, if you're a community member, all you have to do is Control F, and you can search the whole page for EpiPen, right? EpiPen, because EpiPen, we didn't do anything about EpiPens, right? No tips on EpiPen.
EpiPen. Here, I just got stung by a bee.
There you go. No, that's awesome though. Good. I mean, I'm glad you get something out of it though, because I mean, those little things like that are a big deal. And you know, when we can do that, a lot of us are either live streaming or just creating videos or just doing certain things. So those kind of things really help out in accentuating this. There you go. What we got up there?
I'm just putting up all the comments.
Okay,
comments that haven't been put up yet. So
yeah, Dave, good. I'm glad you liked it though, for sure. Go ahead.
Nope, it's all right. Hey, Bill, glad you made it.
There you go.
I'll let the next person come in. Now,
all right, thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah. Good to see your face.
What is it?
Leave the studio now?
Yeah,
you can. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And just so everybody knows, we'll be seeing our guests in the backstage pass too, if they want to join afterwards, and we can all chat about how much fun this was. So that'll be great. All right, so up
we
next,
have an after show link. Just before we get to that, just for the members, there is the backstage patch that we have in the Hangouts that we put out there. Well, it's now chat, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you guys can join us there for sure anytime. Anybody that wants to join, please do so. We would love it. It's tinkeringwithtech.net. We're going to get to our next guest, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this guy I've known from
this is Mark.
Oh, okay. Well, I've known this guy from way back as well. It's kind of cool. Happy New Year to everybody, but we're going to bring Mark in. Mark, hey, buddy.
Hey,
hi there.
Talk to us. Yes, we hear you. Yep, we hear you.
Yeah, this community is the cream of the crop of all the, from Google Plus, from the Hangouts, from all the groups. So we're like a gang, and it is so great to brainstorm with you guys.
But when you say gang, you don't mean like West Side Story. We're all going to be like, right?
It's no longer a secret gang. I think that's the thing. It's a public gang, and I cherish it. But the tips are so cool. First of all, the private site. It is so cool how you can look by category. It really is. So if I go, okay, I got a problem, I can go right to Gmail. I can go right to Chrome, go whatever. So like Heather was saying, you can search by specific. I find myself really looking. I'll go straight to the topic. Now, so my favorite tip is probably not the one I use the most that I learned from. It's interesting, but I really use every Gmail tip that's in there. I mean, I just love it to death. I love Gmail, and it has really helped. We've had a show on about how we control our inbox and all that. But I mean, Gmail is it's so important in many of our lives that managing it is the hard part. And your tips, I'm looking at
put that up. Hold on.
Here. Oh, there you go.
You got to put it up.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for all those tips, because they really helped to get my Gmail together. Seriously, awesome. My favorite tip is, all joking aside, are the ones about the Amazon wish list, and it has changed the way we do Christmas and birthdays in my family. Everybody has a wish list. People will throw stuff in there. And you help so much doing that, because without it bookmarked what you might like, you're going to get either you're going to send somebody a gift card or get something that they don't use. They want it.
I agree with you. It's one of my favorites.
It's been great. I've also obviously received some fantastic gifts in there, but I mean, I use it. My whole family uses it, and thank you for that. Because before it was confusing to me before, but you help in this community. You had several tips on it, and you help make it easy to explain to the non-technical people in my family how to add stuff to their wish list, so I can buy them things that they want.
That's I was just going to say that's the motivator, right? Yeah. That's the motivator to get them to figure it out, because you're like, look, you won't have to return it. It's the thing you specifically asked for, right?
And now, I think you mentioned, now you can put a little note in there too. So when you get something, it says, "Oh, this was from my sister," or "This was from whatever," and you know who it was from.
That's cool.
You helped me with that too. So that's probably my favorite.
Nice.
Awesome.
Anyway, thanks.
Awesome.
I appreciate you guys a lot.
Appreciate
That's
you.
awesome, Mark.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
You know, and we really appreciate all that you do for the community as well. Mike, I just want to mention that Mark is actually responsible for us having a Facebook presence. So thank you for what you do for us there. So we appreciate you, Mark.
Anything you need. We're all in this together.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All righty.
Okay. So
On to
this guest, I am very excited about having on. I mean, I love all of our guests, of course, but this one, she's one of my faves, you know. And if we not met in person, maybe it wouldn't. No, it would still be the same. She's one of my faves. So I'm going to bring on Sheila next. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Absolutely.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted now. Just unmute here, and there you go, and we're good to go. Oh. Hit the wrong button.
She did exactly what I do all the time, which is hit the. Yeah, I have done this. I can't tell you how many times.
Instead of hitting the
actually
microphone,
leave instead of unmute. So she'll be back.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and bring on the next guest, and then we will bring on Miss Sheila. All right, let's do that.
We'll do that in a
minute.
Yeah?
All right.
Let's bring on Mike. Is that right?
That's right.
Wow.
Hey.
Known as
look at this hashtag Team Orange.
NLTMW. There you go. Hey, hashtag Team Orange.
Always Team Orange.
How are you, sir?
Especially today because I got a package from mail today.
What?
It arrived. It arrived.
Yay! Look at that. Oh, look, got a pillow. Yes, of course.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
For me, almost every week, almost every show is a good tip, unless it's something I don't have yet, which is kind of tough, actually. The big thing for me as a Mac guy that does Windows support as part of my day job, being exposed to the Google world is one of the bigger values in this group. I found this group when I was looking for a way to do live streaming with multiple cameras through Michael's channel, OBS and StreamYard. They're both your fault.
You are to blame. Michael is to blame for a whole lot of stuff, right?
I will say that you can spend a fair amount of money after watching different shows here. Thanks, Ron. I have a vacuum now.
That's right.
But
love it.
But the Google stuff is the big thing for me. As someone who doesn't love Microsoft and doesn't like to be dependent on it financially, paying them for stuff I don't really like. The Google stuff is great. My favorite tip, if I have to pick one, is $5.92. You can go look it up. It's one of Michael's favorites. Winning extra innings on
number
that one.
592. The end.
That's it. 592. Y'all know how to look it up now. They've been telling me tonight.
So all right. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Google Sheets color sort.
Yep. Because that's something I never knew you could do before.
Oh yeah.
But the biggest value, as others have said, is the community of people. And over this last couple of years, it's great to have somewhere to go every day, even if it's only for half an hour. So it's been really good. And I want to thank you for that. And have a happy new year. I'll get out of the way so Sheila can get in.
Well, hey, thank you, because I see you in a lot of other communities. A lot of people have seen NLTMW and don't know what the person looks like. But I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. Your contributions as well, and also the logo, etc., stuff like that you've helped with. The Stream Deck holder with the 3D graphics or 3D printing that you do and stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate you too. I really do.
Thank you. No problem.
All righty.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate you.
Mike. Yep.
All right. 100%. So now let's try Sheila. All right.
All right.
Are you ready, girl? Yes, she says yes. All right, here we go.
Here we go. All right, here we
there
go.
She is. Hey.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would have been quite embarrassing had I not done it 100 times before, and it didn't kill anybody. So who cares?
That's right.
Not in this platform, because I don't know this platform. I have to say, last show of the year, I've missed all of them up until the last 2 or 3. So I haven't learned anything. No, I use the website like you wouldn't believe, because
Oh,
I'm
that's
always
wonderful.
busy, or I always get interrupted. And so my home is the website. When I see y'all here, it's like, oh, hey, how are you? But I got to look something up because I use the website so much. So that's my favorite thing. I was not prepared. I didn't know we had to make, a choice as to what we had gotten out of it. So that just came to me. And I was just so glad I just found out how to comment. Whoa, yay. But it was in the private chat and nobody out there saw it. So, what do y'all think about the last show of the year? Give me your memories. Give me something that happened that you will never forget. Yeah, I'm going to turn this on you. Go ahead.
Oh, look at her turning it on us. Now that is pretty smart.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting. Michael, you go first.
No, you first.
All right. Well, y'all are thinking.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so what? I will stay on target. I'll stay on target here because one thing that for me that has been amazing when Heather and I started this, we said, all we want to do is help people. Give us some way that we can help people. I just want to say, after every daily tip and the daily tips, sometimes we spend 2 hours after the tip was already done. And for me, that's the most rewarding thing, is that people are getting something out of it and we're all helping each other. It doesn't have to be me giving the info. It can be all of us. So to me, that's the most rewarding thing. One of the things that I learned a long time ago about
wait a minute. She asked you one question and you're going to okay, fine. Go ahead.
I was about to pick up on that and interrupt
I'm just elaborating on it.
No, Heather will get it.
I hear you.
No, finish your thought, Michael.
Just being a trainer or a teacher, one thing that I've always learned is you can make yourself a good student too. If you can be a good student, it makes you a better teacher. And that's what I think is very rewarding about what we do in this community.
And in the teacher world, we always say, and I've heard it ever since I've been in it, if you want to learn something, teach somebody else how to do it. Because you will. You think you know, and you start telling somebody, well, I did. Michael only told me to hit these 3 buttons, and I did, and it works for me, but I don't know why you can't do it. That's what I end up doing, and then I invite him to the show. But that was a very, very good answer on that. I like that. Now, Heather, you've had time to think about yours. I will not play the music. Go ahead and tell me.
I was going to say, we only got 30 seconds left. I got to come up with it. Let's
like you're gonna put in, like anybody's going to put a timer on us. Either the funniest thing that happened during the year, or the thing that meant the most to you in the shows, in the after party, wherever we gather. Go ahead.
This is a hard one to answer because there's several that I can remember moments where, major frustrating technology for me this year. I've had a whole lot of issues that I've had to overcome, and inevitably it would always hit before we go live, just before we go live, right? I mean, everybody who's done live streaming knows this. So to experience some of that has been difficult, but to be able to get in frustrated as all get out and then laugh, have a good time, enjoy the company. And when the show is over, to have backstage pass to be able to go and hang out with everybody. Still, backstage pass is by far my favorite thing about the community. I don't know that I will ever change unless we maybe get rid of it. Then I will quit.
Yeah. There would be such a protest that that part is never ever going to leave. Now, I'm going to wrap this up because there's other people that deserve to get in here much more than I. Michael, I got another 5 minutes to talk, and I'm just getting you ready for me.
We'll see you in the backstage pass, Sheila. All right.
No, I got in here. It took me a while. I got in here. All right. So my big deal was all year long, I already mentioned it, all year long, I was busy. I was ill. I had all these things that took me away. So I had to go to replays in the website and all of that. But there was one thing that was driving me crazy about my Pixel phone. And Michael, I know Michael has a Pixel phone. And he's told me forever, and I don't really abuse it or use it, just hit me up. I'll we'll talk. Sure. So I sent him a chat. How do I get my phone to stop screening my calls? It's driving me crazy. And it may have been drinking. I got to take that into consideration. But I got back I don't know. I'll look it up. That's all I got. Never heard another word. Didn't answer me. Didn't do anything. And of course, I had stopped reading stupid forums, and they're only stupid to me. They're not stupid to other people. But I'm looking at him going, I just call Michael. So he didn't get back to me, and it got so bad. I was looking at my phone, and it started screening call, and I said, "Hey Google, stop screening calls." And sorry, that's about.
And there it did it.
Yeah. And it stopped, and I went, 1, can't believe it happened and it worked. 2, why didn't Michael know that? And just, send it back. To this minute, I have never heard a word about how you do it. So I know he didn't look it up. He had forgotten about it just had too much to do. It is the only time I've ever asked a question in the community, and I am a charter member. I'm just saying.
That's right.
First time they sent out the invoices, had it on automatic. It's the only time he's never answered me. And of course, it turns out he shouldn't have had to answer me. All I had to do was yell at my phone.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for being a part of the last show of the year, because they
you.
can't end it without you. So thank you very much.
Love you
That's right.
both. Mean it.
Love you
and y'all
too.
know where that
You
comes
too.
from.
Yes,
Bye.
absolutely. Bye. Take care. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So we have one more guest that's up in
one
the
more out there.
batter's
that we
box.
got.
Is that what it is?
In the
Is it the batter's box? No?
Sure. Yeah.
Is
On
that a
deck
baseball
circle?
term? On deck circle.
Yeah.
All right. On deck, we got Miss Eileen in the house.
Miss Eileen. Hello, Miss Eileen.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you?
Hello, beautiful people.
I love it. I love it.
I
My
love
it.
favorite tip.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. I think we got to wait a minute. We'll just interrupt her if we don't.
No, take the banner down for 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Is
There we go.
that my eye now looks like an eye?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. You know what? Because this is her favorite tip. This is what she's going to show.
love
Because
it.
I noticed when she
I
came
love
in
it.
that it was a little bit
This is
different.
so cool.
So go ahead and tell us, what is your favorite tip, Miss
Yeah,
Eileen?
tip that Michael shared in one of the daily tips, and I'm not going to give away the tip because you got to be part. You got.
You gotta
hang on,
come join.
hang
That's
on,
right.
hang
What
on
do we
one
got
second.
here?
One
Oh,
second.
look
This
at
is
there.
from Mike. Thanks for giving me a place to hang out and be semi-social every day while expanding my tech knowledge by sharing
There you
yours.
go.
That's awesome,
Awesome.
Mike. Thank
That is
you.
awesome. Thank you, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, I just so enjoy this whole group, and I was just joking about that being, but I do love the fact that my eye looks like an eye.
That's awesome.
But,
Well, it's funny because when you came in, when you popped in, I noticed that your font was a little bit different than everybody else's font, and I went, "Oh, look who's using a tip." I thought that when
so anybody who's watching this, you better get in the group if you want to know. But I just so enjoy the community, and just everything has been wonderful. And I just love that Michael now has the iPhone. Oh my gosh.
A lot of people are shocked on that one. A lot of people were shocked.
It's not that I'm shocked, because I understand.
Mhm.
You sometimes you're in your comfort zone, but then you realize that, hey, there are so many more ways that I can experience the internet if I live in both worlds.
Yeah.
Right,
I've been living in both worlds for a long time. Real
Right.
quick, I'll tell you guys a real quick story.
All
At
right.
work, we use, PCs, and I've been using a PC for years, and I always wanted a Mac. I thought it was this magical thing that was just going to change my life. And I kept asking for a Mac, and they would say, "Oh, no, you can't have it. You have to ask the IT department. It's in their budget." And the IT department would say, "Oh, no, it's in the so-and-so." But, and you know what? I'm buying my own Mac. I ain't got time for you guys to be playing around and sending me. So I
Love it.
did, and I loved it. But the first couple weeks, it was so annoying because everything is in the opposite side.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so once you get past that,
Mhm.
then you're cruising. But
Yeah.
just knowing that there's more tips to come, about using, because Michael, you've got the iPad and the iPhone, and I swear I predict that you're going to get an iMac or Mac Mini
Look at
before
this.
2020.
Look at this, Diane Bush. What? Michael has an iPhone?
Right? Okay. And so, yeah, because they're so affordable. So anyway, the Mac Minis you can do that for less than $700. Yeah.
Look at there. Wow.
And you've already got plenty of monitors to go with it as a keyboard.
Very powerful too.
And and also the Stream Deck tips are really great for me.
Oh, I want to redo mine. Mine is a Stream Deck tip. That's my favorite tip. I want to redo mine.
There you go.
Do over. Yeah, and and of course the StreamYard. Although I try to keep up with it because I'm entrenched with the StreamYard community as well. But sometimes I'm like a step behind, and so I need you guys to help me catch up. And you guys are
you help us too. You are always
That's a two-way
there.
street.
Yeah, totally. You're always there. We know we can reach out to you when we want help with a slew of things. I can't even list all the things that we pick your brain about. So it is, somebody said it a couple of times now during this show, that it is truly a community of folks who help each other.
Yep.
And that has been amazing. And you are one of the greatest in the group to help everybody with all the things that you know. And I'm grateful because you've helped me so much with Instagram, and I'm just so grateful to you. So glad you're here, Eileen. So glad you're here.
Well, I was in a meeting, so I missed some of, and I was just so glad when they said that the meeting was over, and I was like, thank God I can get over there. So this has been wonderful. So I'm going to
thank you.
Thank you. Thank everybody who's in the chat. Thanks those who couldn't make it tonight and who watch in the replay. You guys are awesome. All right.
Thank you for being a part of it.
Yep. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but no, happy New Year to everybody.
Just play the music, shut us down. It's time to go.
Let's go. Yeah, go into the backstage pass. Your favorite part.
I know, it's my favorite part. It's why I'm always going, okay, let's wrap this up. I want to get to my favorite part, right?
Want to get to the backstage pass. That's exactly right.
I do want to bring up one comment that came. First of all, yes, totally. Thank you to everybody who did show up, and we appreciate each and every one of you who came. And for those of you who weren't able to, we know you were with us anyway, and we appreciate you being just a part of this wonderful community. Without you, it'd just be Michael and I, and that's not the most entertaining thing ever. So we're grateful to all of you. But somebody did ask this question, Dr. Stewart over there in Scotland. We appreciate you being here. He asked, can we see or get the list, or is it just for members? And the list he's talking about, of course, is the daily tip list that everybody's been talking about, right? And yes, that is just for members. So it is one of the best perks out of everything that you get. You get the one-on-one time, you get workshops, and you get all kinds of stuff that we do. The backstage pass, of course, which I love. And you also get an invitation to be a part of every daily tip that Michael does, and the replays, 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to them. So it's and you get all of them. So the day you join today for the monthly fee, you have access to every 676 tips that he's done so far.
You could come and join for 1 month.
Yeah. And you get access to all of them.
Info, and then just whatever. Just come in and try it out. Yeah. But I think it's very addicting. So once you're in, I think I don't know.
Well, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that it's addicting. They won't start. So we don't want them to not,
There is that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to say in all languages too. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Donna. That's very kind of you. I want to put that up. Thank you in every language. I think Australian and Canada, I think all those are on there too. I think they're all
right, because they speak English.
No, we would just like to do tech, but we like to have fun. We want to have fun.
Right.
We want to do fun.
Well,
that's a key thing.
you said one of the things that when we started this whole thing was about helping people. That was our goal. But we actually had two goals. The goal was help people and have fun. That was the initial start of the whole thing, we said, no matter what, we're going to have fun doing it, and we want to help as many people as we possibly can. And I think we've done pretty well. I mean, we've been pretty successful on both of those accounts, I think.
But I want to say something to you, because
to me.
this is almost our 5th year together, almost. And I just want to say, I know that it's on my YouTube channel. It's my stuff. A lot of people think it's me or whatever, but there's a lot you do and have done. And just us going back and forth and having that fun. We said this a long time ago. I said, look, we want to do this because we have a good time. We even started out, we tried to do it regimented and whatever. And both of us said to each other, we don't want to do this.
Have you watched any of those? Have you watched any of those old
we
shows
try to
recently?
do a formatted platform agenda, all that kind of stuff. Now we just shoot from the hip and go. And I'm going to tell you what, I appreciate you. Seriously, the friendship we've made and meeting you in person, all that kind of stuff. That's really a cool thing. And we have a great time doing it. So that's what's awesome.
I appreciate
to me.
you too.
So I
think if I tried to do this with anybody else, it would probably be lame. I mean, first of all, I don't know any of the tech, so I couldn't carry that. But secondly, I think because of our friendship, we have a unique friendship, and it's really a lot of fun to be able to just banter back and forth and give each other a hard time. And we know we don't mean a lot of the stuff that we say, and some people kind of get a little offended, but you and I are fine, so I don't ever care.
Absolutely.
But, so
That's
yeah,
exactly
so
right.
we do a great job, and I think that it's because of your passion to help people and that knowledge that you have about the things that if you don't know, you learn it, you find it out. So, or you find somebody who does, and that's great. And I'm grateful that you let me be a part of this game. So thank you.
Absolutely. 100%. Thank you, everybody. We really do appreciate it. We're going to end with the outro, but community members, meet us in the Backstage Pass. Come join the community, even if it's for a month. Just come join for 1 month. Come in and experience it for a month and see if you like it. Anybody that watches this in the after, thank you again. Every single member that came on. I know that this time doesn't always work for everybody, so we have members that couldn't come on, and I get that. I understand that. But we do appreciate everybody's contributions and added things and that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We will see you next year. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.